Hello, darlings. It's been a while since we did some prepper content, so I want to talk about water and water storage. So here are a few of the options that I keep. Your mileage may vary, and you may have some that I don't, but let's talk about each one briefly. Starting with my least favorite, just these, plastic water bottles. Keep in mind that water companies do not make water, they just make plastic. These are just good basically because, you can give them out. They're good for situations where you might have a bunch of people and you need to give each one an individual one. Otherwise, not much use for my purposes for prep. Next, and sort of good basic, is the 5-gallon water bottle. Get the BPA free ones, even though that doesn't necessarily mean there will not be any endocrine disrupting chemicals in it, but it is what it is. Next, and my favorite of these, are water bricks. They are stackable, like Legos. You can see they have the little grooves here, which makes them just slot right in. So, they don't have that round profile, which makes them easier to fit into closets and such. Also, inexpensive and not to be slept on is regular old glass jars. You get tons of them and, keep the lids. And if you're going to keep them, you may as well store them with some water in them. In an emergency situation, it will be nothing to scoff at. And last but definitely not least is the water bob. This one is for emergencies, right when a crisis happens, but the water is still running. You put it in your bathtub and you fill it up, and it stores up to 100 gallons of fresh drinking water, and it's got even a little tap on it. Also keep in mind that whatever the government tells you to have, double it or triple it. And it's much better in terms of prepping always to think in terms of comfortable maximums rather than arbitrary minimums.